Machines so massive, they don't just drive over terrain, they erase the idea of roads. Amid the frozen wastelands of Siberia and the unforgiving Arctic, something enormous moves through the silence, not carefully, but with absolute control. These aren't normal military trucks. They're built for places where roads don't exist, where conditions destroy everything else. So how do these heavy machines move like they're almost weightless? And why were they even created? Today, you're about to step into a world of extreme engineering where survival matters more than speed, and power has no limits. Craze 255. And this is where things start getting real. The Craze 255 didn't look elegant. It didn't try to. It looked like something that just refused to stop. Built for places where roads didn't exist, this thing wasn't designed to drive. It was designed to survive whatever came in front of it. Under the hood, it carried a massive 14.9-liter V8 diesel engine. Not crazy fast, but that wasn't the point. What mattered was torque, pure pulling force, the kind that lets you drag artillery, bridges, even broken vehicles across mud that would swallow anything else instantly. But here's where it gets interesting. Those huge tires, they weren't just for show. The driver could actually deflate them mid-drive. Imagine that. You're stuck in snow or sand, and instead of stopping, you adapt. More grip, more control, and suddenly you're moving again. And it didn't just carry cargo, it became whatever was needed. Radar stations, communication hubs, troop transport, even light tanks. It kept going, no matter what. Decades later, some are still running. Not in war, but in forests, hauling timber as if nothing changed. And then, someone turned one into a food truck. Yeah, and somehow it still stole more attention than the actual tanks nearby. That's the kind of presence this machine had. MAZ 537. But if the Kraz was about endurance, the MAZ 537 was about something else entirely: weight. Built in the late 1950s, it was designed to move the heaviest military assets without failure. Its massive 38.8-liter V12 engine produced 525 horsepower, built for control, not speed. It hauled 50-ton tanks and missile systems across mud and snow with ease. Even after Chernobyl, it carried radioactive materials reliably, and today, it still works in mining and construction like nothing changed. ZILE 167. Now, just when you think these machines couldn't get any more extreme, something even stranger shows up. The ZILE 167 wasn't built for war. Not exactly. It was built for places where even military vehicles gave up. This thing looked different, almost futuristic, like it came out of a lab instead of a factory, and maybe that's because it kind of did. Two engines, not one. Two 7-liter V8 working together, pushing out a combined 360 horsepower. Not for speed, but for control in the worst conditions imaginable. Picture this: snow over a meter deep, no solid ground underneath, and somehow it keeps moving. Those massive 6-foot tires didn't just roll, they floated. In swamps, in frozen terrain. It didn't fight the environment, it adapted to it. And here's the part that almost sounds unreal. At one point, it was even considered for a lunar exploration project. Yeah, space. That's how capable it was. But in the end, it stayed here, on Earth, exploring Arctic zones, supporting scientific missions, going where nothing else could. And honestly, it feels less like a truck, and more like something that was never supposed to exist in the first place. Ural 5323. And then there's one more, a machine that doesn't try to stand out, but quietly carries some of the most critical systems. The Ural 5323 is built as an 8x8 heavy-duty platform designed not just to transport, but to become part of the system itself. Powered by a V8 turbo diesel engine producing around 300 horsepower, it can carry up to 10 tons and tow even more across rough terrain without hesitation. But what makes it different is its adaptability. From air defense systems like Pantsir S1 to logistics and recovery roles, it constantly changes purpose. And just like the others, it adjusts. Tire pressure shifts, suspension absorbs impact, and it keeps moving through terrain where normal trucks would fail instantly. It doesn't look extreme, but that's the point. Sometimes the most important machines are the ones that don't need attention to prove their power. KZKT-7428. And just when you think these machines have hit their limit, this one shows up and quietly raises the bar. The KZKT-7428 wasn't built to impress. It was built to handle weight that most vehicles wouldn't even attempt. And somehow, it makes it look controlled. Underneath it all is a massive 46.2-liter V12 engine pushing out 650 horsepower. But the real story isn't the engine, it's what it can move. Over 70 tons, tanks, rocket systems, and entire military structures. And not on perfect roads, on broken, uneven terrain where stability matters more than anything. Here's where it gets interesting. The truck constantly adjusts itself. Tire pressure changes on the fly. Suspension reacts to terrain shifts. It's almost like the machine is thinking while moving, keeping balance, staying steady, even when everything around it isn't. And it didn't stay limited to one region. It was exported, adapted, pushed into deserts, extreme heat, and different battle conditions. Syria, Iran, Algeria. Different environments, same result. It just kept working, quietly proving that brute strength doesn't have to be chaotic. It can be controlled. MAZ-7310. But here's where things start to feel heavier, not just physically, but strategically. The MAZ-7310 wasn't just another transporter. It was designed around one idea: carry something that could change everything in seconds. At its core, it runs on a 38.8-liter V12 engine delivering 525 horsepower. Again, not about speed. It's about consistency, carrying up to 65 tons without hesitation. And when you realize what that weight actually represents, it changes how you see the machine entirely. This wasn't just cargo, it was missile systems, Scud launch platforms, mobile command units. Entire radar systems are mounted onto a single moving structure. And the craziest part, it didn't just carry them, it became part of the system itself. Its 8x8 drivetrain and adjustable tires meant it could move through terrain that would normally stop operations completely. Swamps, frozen ground, unstable surfaces. It didn't matter, it kept moving. And even today, in remote regions where infrastructure barely exists, some of these are still operating. Not loud, not flashy, just always there when it matters. 9K714 OK. Now this is where things shift. The 9K714 OK wasn't built to be seen, it was built to disappear. Smaller and lower than others, it still packed a 650 horsepower engine with agile 6x6 mobility. Its real strength? Launch and move instantly before detection. With a 400-kilometer missile range, it could strike without warning. Though retired under treaties, some units continued secret testing. And honestly, that hidden legacy is what makes it truly unsettling. KAMAZ 7850. And then, everything changes again, because the KAMAZ 7850 doesn't just rely on power, it thinks. With a massive 1,500 horsepower V12 engine, its strength is precisely controlled across a 16-wheel drive system. It adapts to terrain instantly, while its suspension levels the platform in real time. Modular by design, it carries advanced missile systems or upgrades as needed. Despite its size, it moves quietly with GPS precision, less a truck, more a moving strategic platform. Vityaz DT30PM. And just when wheels reach their limit, this machine removes them completely. The Vityaz DT30PM doesn't roll, it crawls, slowly, deliberately, across terrain that would swallow anything else whole. Snow, ice, unstable ground, it doesn't matter. This thing was built for survival, not comfort. At its core is a 710 horsepower engine, pushing power through continuous tracks instead of tires. And that changes everything. It spreads its weight, grips the surface, and moves across areas where roads don't exist, and probably never will. Frozen lakes, it drives over them like it's nothing. But here's where it gets even more interesting. It's split into two modules connected by an articulated joint. The front controls movement, and the rear carries up to 30 tons of cargo, supplies, equipment, entire systems, all moving through temperatures as low as -50 degrees. Imagine being out there, nothing but white emptiness around you, and this machine is the only thing keeping you moving forward. MAZ 7907. And now, we reach something else entirely. Not just a machine, but an idea pushed to its absolute limit. The MAZ 7907 doesn't even look real at first. A gas turbine paired with electric motors powering all 24 wheels. Individually, it could carry over 150 tons with eerie precision. Its electronic suspension adjusted in real time, something unheard of back then. But despite its brilliance, only one was ever built, tested, hidden, and almost forgotten like a legend. And honestly, that might be what makes it the most fascinating of all. These giants aren't just machines, they're moving legends built for extremes that no normal vehicle could survive. From nuclear transport to Arctic exploration, they redefine engineering limits. So which one amazed you most? And if given the chance, would you dare to drive one across the frozen unknown?